Arc Raiders is the greatest social experiment ever created. How quickly will I betray an employed father of 7 because he has a super cool gun that I'll be too scared to ever use? My name's Real Bucko, and I'm giving myself 12 hours to 100% Arc Raiders, or I will be giving away every piece of loot I have managed to get my slimy little fingers on. There is so much to do in this game and the clock's ticking, let's jump into it. I need a name that's going to give me a competitive edge, something that would confuse my enemies and in absolutely no way reflect my own personality. Thus, Horse Girl 7 was born.
You don't sound like a girl. You're not a horse girl.
The Arc experience drops you into a tutorial to teach you the basics of the game. They teach you the most important rules, that you can trust nobody, and rats will shoot you in the back any chance they can. The tutorial ends with our first extraction, leading into the character creation. I don't know what a horse girl looks like, so I just chose the default character customization. I also googled horse girl, and apparently it's the title of a movie. It's got the guy from Criminal Minds in it, so if this video gets 1,000 likes, I will force my wife to watch this movie with me. Horse Girl 7 aims to be different. I don't want to be your typical raider who shoots everything that moves and hasn't showered in weeks. Horse Girl wants to help others, and through the power of friendship, maybe we can get every achievement along the way. There is something beautiful about starting a new Arc Raiders account. When you can only afford a diet of Costco hot dogs, every single thing you loot has value. Big Brother also doesn't know anything about Horse Girl 7. They don't know that my other account is a bloodthirsty psychopath. I have a perfectly clean slate. Arc Raiders has a really cool matchmaking system where if you play like Jeffrey Dahmer, you will be put in lobbies full of like-minded lunatics. With all that in mind, when I heard cries for help, I sprung into action. Oh shit, these guys are in trouble.
No, we're good.
I'm coming to help!
Oh my god.
Are you in danger?
Are you that man?
Are you in any danger?
No. We're okay, man.
To leave.
I feel safer when we jump down.
With my first raid completed and under my belt, I was sure to lock in some of the easier achievements to get on the board. But to my surprise, I didn't get a single achievement. Considering that one of the achievements is for simply extracting, something was wrong. Surely this isn't any ominous foreshadowing on how bugged the achievements actually are. Right? As I destroy this Arc Surveyor who is moving slower than I do after 3 beers, let's talk about the achievements in Arc Raiders. Arc comes in with the standard 50 achievements, most are progression based, and a good chunk require you to go out of your way to do things a little bit differently, such as riding a Rocketeer like a cowboy or beating another innocent raider to death using your Fortnite pickaxe, just to name a few. 2 of those achievements have been bugged since release, so I'm immediately crossing those out. Those are the Hook, Line, and Sinker and Enemy of My Enemy achievements. So that brings us to 48 total achievements in 12 hours. If my Iowa education has taught me anything, it's that 2026 will be a good yield for soybeans, and that is 1 achievement every 15 minutes. If I don't want to lose 12 hours full of loot, I better get going. We lock in our first achievements by grabbing the Shots Fired achievement for dealing 100 damage to Arc enemies, immediately followed up by our second achievement for shooting the thruster off a wasp. Thankfully for everyone, I placed a handy dandy achievement counter in front of the exact locations that achievements will pop up. Hopefully my brain cells rub together just right, and I have the smart idea to move that counter into a different corner. Before that revolutionary idea happens, I lock in 2 more achievements for safely extracting and extracting with another raider. Both of those things I did in the last raid, mind you. If you're watching this while eating dinner or doing an extraction of your own on the toilet, here is Bronny James Sr. to recap how many achievements I just locked in.
Not 2, not 3, 4.
I snag a Hornet driver and proceed to commit war crimes upon myself by burning, gassing, and shocking myself at the same time, netting me the 4 science achievement. The only annoying part about this one is gathering all the materials, but luckily I spawned in with a gas grenade. If burning, gassing, and shocking myself isn't enough physical torture to get you off, giving yourself CTE worse than Antonio Brown is also another achievement. You gotta call in a supply drop and have it clock you in the noggin, and this is no easy task. I am particularly skilled when it comes to damaging myself, so this one only took me 1 try. You just gotta stand under the flare, and with a little luck, it'll clock you on the head, and you can have a career crash out worse than the aforementioned Antonio Brown. You might think the hardest achievement in Arc Raiders is killing the Queen, or something of that nature. I, on the other hand, face a very specific neurological challenge. For reasons absolutely unbeknownst to me, I cannot successfully slide down this tube. If Horse Girl 7 is Batman, this tube is the Joker. I would never wish evil upon another raider, but the concrete that this ugly incline possesses can crack for all I care. Just play the clip. After numerous attempts in Twitch chat losing their collective brain cells, I gave up. During my pain and agony, I did manage to snag an achievement for killing a snitch with a Stitcher. Maybe now my Twitch chat will regain faith in me. Still in the same raid, I got 2 more achievements for being topside when the timer runs out, and extracting with less than 5 seconds in the match. There's a joke about edging it close to the timer here, but I'll leave that one up to your imagination. 1 hour in and back to Wait, is there something I'm forgetting? I can't shake the feeling like I'm forgetting something. Something important? Oh, wait, yeah, Scrappy. How do I break this to Scrappy? How do we tell him? There's no achievements for Scrappy, so I will not be feeding you or giving you anything comfy to sleep on. I hope you understand, Scrappy. Thanks to Scrappy, we make our first workbench for our 10th achievement of the run in just over an hour. Now, I do have a bone to pick with Embark. The last patch of Arc Raiders has really nuked some of the achievements. The first one I've encountered has to do with the practice range. You can see I am clearly at the practice range. As long as your monitor is on, you can verify that with me. Yet the achievement for visiting the practice range just will not trigger. There's actually 2 achievements linked here. The other one's just for using 4 weapons at the range. And I understand Embark is busy with more important matters like banning and unbanning popular streamers who've been blatantly cheating. However, it would be nice if they cleaned up all the bugged achievements in a future patch. I mean, 2 of them haven't worked since release. After making friends with a raider named Cockatoo and dispatching of some hornets, we made a very shocking discovery about the Arcs. Their AI is learning. Shortly after this, I proved I'm about as stealthy as a cricket in heat as I set off 2 car alarms, picking up my 11th achievement. And while marking off my achievement, my brain cell power was on full display as I got struck by lightning. Maybe that will kick something loose and I'll actually gain a few IQ points, but just like my mom told me in the 4th grade, you're about as smart as you'll ever be. The next raid showed me just how brutal the topside world was. Horse Girl had never experienced anything like this. The first couple hours of the challenge have been sunshine and rainbows, but I was quickly reminded on the brutality that comes along with going topside. I dispatched of this sniper sentinel that had targeted one of my fellow raiders, but I was too late. Tadpole, my fellow raider, had been downed, and without a defib to revive her, there was nothing I could do to save her. What I had to do next broke my heart into a million pieces. I'm so sorry, Tadpole.
Bro, I'm sick of this game, deadass.
I will give you the hero's death. I got an achievement! I got 2 achievements! Let's go! I'm so sorry, Tadpole. My first raid on the Buried City, I was fortunate enough to spawn in next to the Grandiosa apartments. I stuffed my pockets with snow globes, mixtapes, and blueprints until I reached the threshold of 50,000 loot value for the Big Haul achievement. Now I can understand why mixtapes are valuable. There isn't much to do when you live underground, but I'm not really sure why snow globes are so sought after. I live in Iowa, and it's currently snowing as I'm recording this voiceover, and the snow sucks. It's cold, slippery, and worst of all, it's cold. Once my pockets were firmly full, I used a hatch key and we locked in 2 more achievements. 2.5 hours in, I looted my 50th container without firing a single shot at another raider, proving that not being an asshole is the most effective way to get loot. After firing nearly every round of medium ammo I had and crippling this poor Bastion worse than Helen Keller, I got the achievement for killing a Bastion. I would feel more bad for making fun of Helen Keller, but I'm not sure she actually existed in the first place. Continuing Horse Girl's track record of making Topside a better place, I gave this friendly raider a mixtape for helping me out. I picked up 2 more quick hitter achievements by attaching 4 weapon mods to a single weapon and upgrading my first workbench to level 2. These achievements are really flying off the shelf, but don't worry, they will slow down tremendously later. There are some co-op achievements that I could use some help with, so I invited my good friend Daz Noise to help me out. Stuart Little and I climbed to the top of Spaceport's tower, netting me my 20th achievement in just under 3 hours. And while his squeaks may sound innocent, don't let him fool you. Daz Mouse is a cold-hearted killer. As soon as an unfortunate soul crossed our paths, I was forced into combat, and we had to put them in the dirt. I swore Horse Girl would make Speranza a better place for raiders alike, but sometimes in the heat of the moment, bullets fly faster than words do. I can't let this cruel world change me. Horse Girl 7 must remain peaceful as a beacon of hope for all raiders. I took advantage of the tower being, well, a big tower in the sky, and I shot a Rocketeer that was over 250 meters away, locking in another achievement. As the Rocketeer menacingly approached us, I readied 2 wolf packs I found in the space tower. By found, I mean, of course, politely taken from the 2 raiders who may or may not have disconnected. And 2 wolf packs is the perfect amount to destroy a Rocketeer and pick up achievement number 22.
Look at that.
Did it die? Let's go destroy the big guns. Extracting from this raid got me yet another achievement from extracting from the Dam, Buried City, and Spaceport. So far, most of these achievements are hard to miss, but like the Cleveland Browns winning their division, a few of these achievements are downright impossible. Each raid, Daz Mouse has been thanking me to progress the achievement for being thanked 10 times. On my other account, I just had Daz spam thanks 10 times in a row, and it popped the achievement. But a recent update must have changed this. We've also been diligently killing any arcs that I will need to upgrade my workbenches to level 3. After netting my 50th arc killed, I'm halfway to completing all the achievements in just 1/4 of the time. We loaded into a spaceport match, and equipped with only hopes and dreams, we ended up teaming up with the rest of the lobby to take on the biggest challenge in the game, the Matriarch.
Nearest.
Got a body, checking for breathing. Ain't breathing.
Not the Bombardier. She's smoking.
Can I yeet?
She's done.
We did it! We did it! It's funny how all the rats start pouring out of the sewers just as soon as the Matriarch goes down. I mean, I gave it my all to take this beast down, expending 30 heavy rounds in my Pharaoh 2. I should be entitled to the good loot, not these rats. Leaving empty-handed from the Matriarch fight, I grabbed another achievement on the way out, as I left Daz behind by simply going through the hatch before him. I needed to wrangle a Rocketeer down to the ground to ride it, and this is so much more difficult than it sounds. Rocketeers must be ground type, because when I threw my electric showstopper at him, he gave me a right hook that would break both the Paul brothers' jaws. Being the opportunistic wombat that I am, I extracted while being downed for achievement number 28. On a typical deodorantless Reddit deep dive, I learned there is a way to cheese the previously bugged 4 weapons achievement in the practice range. There is a lone turret hidden on the map, and simply shooting at it with 4 different weapons is enough to pop this achievement. The practice range in this run has been a bigger waste of time than keeping up with the Duolingo streak, and I'm still locked out of one of the achievements, but at least we netted this one. Back to solo raids. To significantly lower the amount of times I run into raiders cosplaying as Ted Bundy, I took a keycard out of my stash to the control tower. There's an achievement for visiting a previously locked room, and outside of that, Horse Girl 7 wants some nice things. I'll need at most 1 more wolf pack for another achievement, and I was starting to notice an unlucky trend. No matter how early in the raid, I would always show up late for the loot. Someone had already eaten all the meat off the bone, and I was just left with the scraps. 4 hours in, and the wasteland has turned cold on me. All my loot is gone, and after sticking to mostly pacifism, for the first time another raider shoots me in the back. After I managed to heal up and prepare for battle, it was over. Just like my dad on Christmas, he went to get some smokes, and I never saw him again. Was Raider Jesus punishing me for gunning down those other raiders in Space Tower? I took this as a sign to stop drinking paint thinner before bed, and extracted without any more divine intervention. As the loot kept running dry, I was starting to question if pacifism was the way forward. As a reward for sticking true to myself, I met some absolute chaps on a night raid.
Let's book it. Check this out.
This reminded me what the mission was all about. Yes, I'm here to get all the achievements, but I also want to make Speranza a better place overall. These interactions like this are what make Arc Raiders special. I mean, this and learning what new slurs exist when you shoot someone in the back. Being on an achievement dry streak, I upgraded a kettle to level 4 to net another quick achievement. Nothing really more to say here. After a few more raids of being late to every location I was hitting, I felt something inside me start to change. Something started to give. Was I going to be able to complete this run with only pacifism? I'm tired of finding plastic parts and used napkins. I want to get some real loot. As I ascended up to Space Tower, I was greeted by another raider. After I saw the empty gun case, my mind flashed with what it could have been. I mean, I could always just ask this friendly raider what he got. From here on, I vow to be better to my fellow raider. This was just one slip-up. This will not define Horse Girl. Vowing to change my ways, I took the fight to some Ark scum, trying to kill this sentinel with my raider tool for another achievement. I'm not quite sure what did the final blow, but the achievement didn't pop. I grabbed the sentinel core as I'll need it later for some workbenches, and I helped out another raider who was looking for a surveyor when we were approached by yet another friendly raider from below. He was on the hunt for his own sentinel cores, and feeling remorseful for my actions that took place in the tower, I handed it over without a second thought. If there was ever a way to repay my sins, this might just be a start. The guy gave me a kitted out pharaoh, and I wished him luck, and headed towards maybe the most difficult achievement that there is, destroying the Queen. Queen events where everyone is working together as a unit are a thing of beauty. You usually want to find some cover, but if you have a thing for being stepped on, fighting her out in the open is an option. I had the equivalent of a Nerf gun, while some of my fellow raiders were lighting her up with Spartan lasers. I was just trying to survive and get as many anvil shots into her as possible. After nearly 10 minutes of constant battle, the Queen was slayed. We did it! Unfortunately, the achievements in Ark like this work a little bit differently. Only the person who deals the final killing blow actually unlocks the achievement, and since I was a Make-A-Wish participant, the odds of me actually dealing the last blow were quite low. Some of these guys had laser guns I'd never even seen before. But this is Ark Raiders at its best. No rats lurking in the shadows trying to catch you with your pants down. Everyone just working together with one goal, to defeat the Arks. This is the perfect utopia that Horse Girl 7 envisions. I went back to attempting the sliding achievement. I have so many attempts at this that I have perfectly optimized the route to retry it time and time again. I'm somewhat ashamed of this. If this is the reason I have to give all my loot away, I will be moderately upset. I encountered 2 random raiders who decided to team up, and I don't think they knew about it, but from their profile pictures, these 2 are destined to be great friends, if not lovers. After a few more attempts at subduing a Rocketeer to ride, one finally got the best of me and it took me down.
No.
This is going to be another semi-difficult achievement to obtain. The part that I'm lacking in is in the skill department. I have to directly impact the Rocketeer with the Hornet driver, and I can't blame RNG or some whack-ass sliding mechanics on this one. And hey, I'm just trying to make Speranza a better place while getting some achievements. Why is this the death message I get on my first death? Right at the halfway point in the challenge, I was joined by my good friend Jordan. Jordan makes Jeffrey Dahmer look like an amateur. If there's a gunshot going off, he's beelining straight towards it like a YouTuber to a crypto rug pull. I explained to him my struggles on this accursed sliding achievement, only to watch him get it done on his very first try. I swear to God if I don't get it. Because you just perfectly did it. No! I promise I'm good at playing games. I was just starting my slides way too late. You actually have to slide just before the crest of the hill and hold forward. After 6 hours, and I kid you not, over 15 attempts, I have completed the hardest achievement in gaming history. Everything from here on out should be cake. I got it! Yes! A few raids later, I snagged the progression achievement for defeating 100 total ARC enemies. There's also an achievement for using a defib on another encountered raider. This achievement wasn't popping for using it on my teammates, so I had to find some live test subjects who turned out to be some really cool guys. Could I down one of you guys in Resi with the defib for an achievement?
Sorry?
Can I down one in Res for an achievement?
You know what? Can I do the same to you afterwards?
Sure. You got a defib?
Yeah, kill. I do have a defib. Here, look.
All right, sweet.
Thanks, buddy.
I might be bugged. I didn't get it.
Hell yeah.
Did you get it?
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, sir. We're trophied up now.
The heck, PC might be bugged. I didn't get it. That's all right.
You didn't get it?
No, that's okay though. Here, take this.
Oh, man. Thanks. That's nice.
Good luck, fellas. There is still some hope topside. It brings a tear to my eye. The next hour or so was spent trying to bring down a Rocketeer to ride. There is a particularly difficult achievement to stun a Rocketeer and do 50 damage while on top of it. And this is best done by impacting it with a Hornet Driver or a Showstopper. And that is so much easier said than done. The quirky part about a Rocketeer is that they fly and they shoot missiles at you. Two things that aren't particularly helpful when you're trying to live. This is the equivalent of sticking your Schlinky into a hornet's nest. Not that I've done that before, but I imagine it's not pleasant. Okay, my friend Steve did that before, and he told me about it. Okay, stop with the comments. After over an hour of failed attempts, an opportunity presented itself. Like Mr. Krabs on the Panty Raid, I crept below the Rocketeer, and I finally nailed it with the Hornet Driver. And the rest is history.
There it is. Okay.
I got it. Wait. Wait. Help! Help! I'm still at the complete mercy of RNG for one more achievement. I need one more Wolfpack to get the kill 3 arcs with a single Wolfpack achievement. I've only seen 2 in my first 8 hours, and I instantly used both of those to foolishly take down a Rocketeer. But one thing I've learned in my short time in this challenge, that the best loot isn't found in desks, it's usually found on other raiders.
That you?
Nope.
All right. Well. Here they come. Oh, yep, I got one to my right. Tagged him.
He's down. Buddy is behind this.
He's snap hooked somewhere? Or ziplined? Oh, Wolfpack.
Nice. Actually really need that.
He just recharged his shields though.
Oh,
Okay.
just got
Ooh.
shot at down the hall to the left side of the room right now.
Yep.
Just cracked me.
Get back and heal up. I'll try and cover you.
I'm good right here.
Throwing a nade at you.
Yep.
I can't see him.
He's back on me right here. He's back here if you can get closer to me. He jumped out the window.
Okay.
I got him on me.
Ping or anything?
Not sure.
He must be down below.
Yeah,
Straight
he's down below. Another mildly difficult achievement is to down another raider with a grenade. You could do this with skill, but I have no other words. I'm going to Raider Hell for this one. Hey fellas, wait, what are you guys doing?
We were doing the snowball challenge for the Bastion. We just sat there and got our asses kicked for like,
You guys don't look great.
no, I'm hurting. I have 3 anvil bullets and literally, what else do I have in my inventory? 2 lure grenades.
I'm gonna down them with a grenade, Jordan.
I'm hurt.
Once they get in there, I'm gonna down them both with a grenade. I'm gonna let them leave though.
This is this dude's second day on a game, and I dragged him into a Bastion snowball challenge. He's pissed.
That's insane. You're a good friend.
Old snap, like, really assessment.
Fuck this guy, huh?
Okay.
I'm just messing. I needed the achievement to get you guys down with a grenade. I'm sorry. You guys are gentlemen and saints.
Okay.
I feel so bad when I got the achievement. Oh, I feel so bad, dude.
We let him go home.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like a piece of garbage, though. We hit yet another bugged achievement. You can see I clearly have 2 weapons of level 2 or higher equipped, yet the achievement won't pop. I counted it anyway, but just add this one to the pile of bugged achievements. After gathering up enough snitch scanners to call in a small army of arcs, it's finally time to put that wolf pack to good use. Once I spawned in 9 total arcs, I threw the wolf pack up for the big boom. And another bugged achievement. I clearly destroyed 6 arcs here, with the wolf pack doubling the required amount of 3. It's getting frustrated how buggy these achievements actually are. I am counting all the achievements that I clearly unlocked, man. My loot is on the line. I'm not letting some spaghetti code stop me. I needed a couple more Raider knockouts for an achievement, so I did the only feasible thing and dropped into Stella with a free kit. Stella Montes is known as the wet dream for PvPers, but Horse Girl's aggression-based matchmaking had other things in mind. I kept finding friendly raiders, and I just couldn't bring it upon myself to turn on them. The spirit of Horse Girl was physically stopping me from fighting. Me and this nice raider looted the seed vault all to ourselves. He even gave me a blueprint. We did run into a maidenless rat who was glitching in the airshaft evac. I'm not sure if we could have fought the Tfue wannabe, but I wasn't sticking around to find out. I evac'd as soon as I could. I have 9 achievements left to go and just over 2 hours to get them done. I started in on the workbenches, gathering the necessary materials to get them maxed out. During my raids so far, I've been diligently collecting the items I'll need. I'm just missing some miscellaneous things like Leaper Pulse units, Rocketeer drivers. I only need to max 5 of the 6 workbenches for some reason, and I'll gladly take this, as finding motors for one of the last workbenches is harder than finding a toothpaste that all dentists will agree on. It's hard to believe that this deep into the challenge, I still had a few low-hanging fruit to scoop up. I needed to die in an extraction point. That's not so hard, right? I'll just get any other raider to put me out of my misery. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, that's what I thought too, as I rolled up on these 2 raiders and their strangely floating friend.
Peter, how are you doing that?
I don't know, Lois. I'm scared.
I need one of you to down me and kill me in here. Please do it. Right here. I'm the one jumping behind you. Not that guy. Don't shoot the flying guy. I don't know how to get that guy down. Call a scientist or something. What?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Me, this one that's jumping.
I don't know, man.
Wait, no. I can't leave. Just kill me. I have to die. Dude, no! If you consider the average raider's incompetence, you have to realize that half of them are less competent than him. Just like my Uncle Ricky said as he was huffing computer duster, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. So I poked this Rocketeer with a stick and waited for the sweet embrace of death for my 40th achievement. If you recall earlier in the video, I gave away one of my few Sentinel cores, and that is absolutely coming back to bite me. Who knew that eliminating an innocent man in the space tower would have such a ripple effect on this challenge as a whole? 8 achievements left to nab in under 90 minutes or I lose everything. No pressure, right? The only problem is that I can't find a Sentinel to save my life. I have 1 more workstation to max out, and the normal Town Hall Sentinel is just nowhere to be found. 2 more raids with no hits on Sentinels, and I gotta shift gears. I'm running out of time. I still need a few more raiders to knock out for another achievement, and Horse Girl isn't known for violence, but I loaded my Toro and I went hunting. Evacuating with half the lobby's loadouts also pushed me over the threshold for 1 million total loot value, getting me one more achievement. With 1 hour left, I only have 6 to go. This is doable. Daz Mouse has joined me once again for the final hour of the challenge. He must have eaten some lucky peanut butter, because the Buried City Sentinel finally spawned in. I killed 2 birds with 1 stone by taking down this Sentinel with the Raider tool, netting me another achievement. If thousands of hours of RuneScape have taught me anything, it's how to swing a pickaxe at a rock repeatedly, and that I'm always one big dopamine hit away from solving all my problems. Can I complain for a second about how looting Sentinels is one of the hardest tasks in the game? Half the time the lootable pieces are ejected at Mach speed 2 light years away, and the other half of the time the Sentinel glitches into the ground. Despite us beating this thing like it owed us lunch money, I couldn't loot it. Still 2 Sentinels to hunt down, 5 achievements to go. Okay, if you're desperately on the hunt for Sentinels or else you'll lose all your loot, don't be silly like myself. Go to the warehouse complex on Blue Gate. There is a guaranteed Sentinel, and both times I looted this one without it launching itself into Pakistan. With no time to spare, I claimed the achievement for maxing out 5 of the 6 workbenches. With 20 minutes to go, I had 4 achievements between me and victory. 2 of these achievements just aren't possible in a 12-hour time frame. These 2 achievements are for extracting 100 times and reaching the max character level of 75. I finished this challenge with just under 40 total extracts, so that's about a 30-hour grind if you're playing normally, give or take some time based on how lucky or unlucky you are. My main account is level 50 or so, and I have 60 hours of total playtime there, so those 2 achievements just weren't feasible from the start. The achievement for defeating the Queen is technically possible. With only a matriarch in rotation though, I just didn't have the opportunity this late in the challenge. Even with that, I would still have to get lucky and deal the final blow to her as well. The last achievement is harder than those other 3 combined. Be thanked 10 times by another raider. I thought this one might be bugged, but it was tracked on Steam. It would increment by 1 per raid that Jordan thanked me, but it didn't count at all for Daz. I did end up counting every bugged achievement that I completed, but they didn't pop. As the time ticked down on my first ever achievement challenge, me and Daz loaded up and found ourselves alone, fighting the matriarch. While Horse Girl 7 came up short in the conquest to get all the achievements, it gave me a new perspective on Arc Raiders. Working together with the other raiders was far more beneficial than fighting everything with a pulse. I teamed up with countless randoms to help them fight arcs, from wasps to bastions to the Queen herself. In a mere 12 hours I saw the Queen and matriarch fall. If you take one lone nut with an anvil, we stand no chance, but if we have 10 raiders all working together, we will surely accomplish our mission. I don't know what arcs the future has in store for us, but if us raiders unite together, they won't stand a chance. In the end, I sold everything I had, and spent it on the coolest gears that the shops could offer. Giving it all away wasn't a punishment at all. Horse Girl 7 wasn't created to hoard loot. She was created to unlock achievements and leave Speranza a little better than when she found it. If spreading my wealth to other raiders is the last thing I do here, then that feels like a pretty good ending to me. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know what games you want to see in the comments below. I'm open to any gaming challenges. These videos take me a little bit longer to produce, and I'm a full-time worker and a dad, so I'm shooting to have a new video every 3 or 4 weeks. If you made it this far, might as well like the video and join our Discord below. I'll see you in the next one.